Hey guys, it's early in the morning. It's about 6:10. Just starting to crack a little bit of daylight here. Maybe around 6:20. Yeah, 6:23. Anyway, we're going to a job. There's a job where they broke a stair last night. They let us know early enough that Vinny was able to go get a step at the masonry yard. So Vinny went there and got a step, and we're getting there. We're gonna be there right at 7 with everything set up because the lady's moving out this morning, and the moving company is supposed to be there at 8. I don't really give a fuck whether we're done by 8 or not. Management says go for it, and I'm going for it. We're gonna get the step off, weld a new one, and we'll see what happens. If not, we'll hold their hand as they stepped over that step, do their thing, but we'll get it welded. We can work with people going up and down. If we get the old one off and the new one sitting on there, then we're good, and people can step on it while we weld underneath. Anyway, with that being said, we're gonna get there. We're not gonna make no noise till 7, so we're gonna get there at about 6:35, 6:40 at the latest, and then we're going to set everything up. That way at 7 we can start grinding the step. They sent out an email to all the tenants with an apology for all the noise we're about to make. Then there's supposed to be a water heater at the same place that went out last night, and they can't get it lit. So we're going to look at that as well. Alright guys, it's Saturday morning. It's about 6:30, and we're headed to our first job. Okay guys, we're parked back here. It's about 6:40, maybe 6:45. Back of an alley here. Absolutely no parking.
You got power out.
On what?
On the generator. I was trying to find just a regular socket.
Yeah, we do. Okay, we got everything here. We're all set up. We brought our rod.
Stick welder?
Yeah, we brought our stick welder. And I did bring my wire fed just in case it gives me problems. But the broken step is up here. Right up there. So, all right, Vinny, you're going to need your cutoff wheel, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, go ahead and get everything you need. Okay, guys, I run propane on this simply because if we have an earthquake, I have about 23 of those all filled. There is no expiration on propane, and so I have those. And then of course, if, we had a tragedy or earthquake or something and we're out of power, I could run all 23 of those. And then when that would run out, then we could run gas from our vehicles. We can suction off gas from every one of our vehicles and burn gas. But this thing has never burned gas. It's always been propane because it keeps the carb clean. And every time I use this thing, I take the spark plug out and I put in a little syringe of oil, the same oil that it takes for the motor, per the instructions, and you use a syringe. It comes with a syringe, and you put this little bit of oil in the spark plug, and then you go ahead and you leave the spark plug out, and you just hand crank it. That way that piston goes up and down a little bit, and it saturates it a little bit and keeps it good while it's not being used. Then you put the spark plug back. What'll happen is the very first time that you start it, you'll see that oil burn off. You'll see a little cloud of smoke, and then it'll burn clean when you first start it. That little cloud of smoke is the oil that's been stored in the spark plug. But Vinny had me run it about a month ago, and he says we didn't put the oil in the spark plug. I can't remember. Anyway, we'll do that at home today if we do. That keeps the cylinder lubricated and getting it from being scaled up or rusting. So it's never had gas, always been propane, but you know, it will burn gas if we need it to. I've got a suicide cord hooked up at my house. Basically, if something goes wrong with the power, I shut my main off, my 100 amp mains, and then I have a suicide cord that will plug here and plug in and backfeed into my panel. But what I do is, in case of emergency, not only will I shut my main breakers off, but I'll also pull the meter off. That way, if the power ever comes on and my breaker's faulty, without a meter, it can't pass. So if I ever need it, being that it is on a suicide cord, I would be pulling my globe out, my meter out, and then turning the main off, and then I would hook this up to an outlet, and this would run my whole house. Of course, I wouldn't run my whole house. I would limit things. I would shut breakers down on the panel that aren't needed. It'd be just like maybe my refrigerator, my freezer. I would shut a bunch of breakers off, you know, maybe just have one, you know, we have candles and stuff for lighting, but you never know when an earthquake is going to hit. So, anyway. All right, guys, Vinny's going to start with his cutoff wheel, and he's going to get these welds cut right here. One weld here, one weld there. He's going to do his best to get in with his cutoff wheel, and then same on the other side. And then we take a flat bar, because you can't get the cutoff wheel all the way in, but we'll get it most of the way, and then we'll take a flat bar and try to break the rest. All right, Vinny. It's about 7 in the morning, 7:01. So, and their moving company's going to be here at 8. So, anyway, this is what we got to do. I think they could have worked with it. You know what I mean? I mean, they're moving companies. They're not babies. Yeah, this window's open here, guys. Look, I feel bad, but hell, it's 7. It's the law. Get it done, Vinny. All right, guys. He's gonna get after that and get it grinded. Get it. Keep after it. What do you keep stopping for? It is? Do the other side. Okay, go do the other side. See what happens. Okay, guys. He's gonna get the other side. I'm standing way back. I got it zoomed in, guys. Okay, I'm gonna let him work on that for a while, and then we'll get a flat bar and pop it. Oh wait. Okay, guys, let me just zoom in a little bit so you can see. See, he's got them. The one's already cracked. The one on the right is cracked. It's got a hairline in it. And once you get one to crack, then it's easy to get a flat bar and get the other one to crack if you grind it enough. And same with the other side. He's gonna go to the other side right now and do it a little bit more until he gets one side to pop, and then once that happens, we get our flat bar and off it comes. Okay, so he's gonna put that flat bar. Show him where you're gonna put the flat bar. Flat bar is gonna go right under that metal plate right there. Show him. Right under there, but you can't bend those stringers. You don't those risers. You don't want to bend. So he's gonna just tap it and see if he can get them to pop. Get right underneath that plate.
Add more meat on this side.
Yeah.
Go straight metal.
So now you can leave one under there and get your other pry bar and work on the other side. Put that one under a little more and then get your other flat bar. That's good. Now work on this one with the other. Leave that on. Get your other flat bar. Try this side. And then if you want, go get your grinder again. Okay, why don't you leave those in there and get your grinder and see if you can get a little more on it. Okay guys, he's gonna get his grinder and see what he can do. He forgot his face shield, so at least with this welding shield, it's you can see through it until you use the welder and it sharpens up. That way if the blade breaks, he's alright. Huh?
Can't see.
Yeah, you can. Where's your clear shield at? Where do we have it at?
It's in the shed, right?
Oh no, you gotta keep one in your van, buddy. You need your face shield for other things. So get that on board today. No excuse. There ain't no say. See, well, you will do it.
We'll see.
No, you will do it. You guys watch. He will do it. I'll get video of him doing it.
Then I'll do it.
There you go. Having that pry bar helps, guys, in there while he's doing that. All right, I'm gonna let him work on this. I heard it pop. Did it pop?
Yeah.
I heard it. Yeah, that's cool. One side popped, guys. I have to call your mom over here to do this job. She'll get it done. She's done many steps.
I need to move that.
Move what? Oh, the bar.
I'm gonna be down all that.
Watch, wiggle it for the... There you go. See, he's got that already. And no damage to the riser. It's, yeah, pop, get under there, and then grind it. It's always good to have a flat bar in there. Okay, get after it with the grinder. And yes, I'm telling him what to do, guys. This is only his second, I think, or third step. So, and a lot of times I'm narrating it for the video as well, you know, so you guys are knowing what I'm thinking. Okay, you hear that noise? That was a pop. It just popped. Hey, Vinny, I think you're good. You can get that with the flat bar now, because I heard that pop.
I didn't know already popped that thing.
Huh?
That back one popped before, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we'll see that.
Okay, wiggle it up and see what we get. Okay, guys, let's see what he's got here. Okay, guys, both sides are done. We're going to grab that and put it in a dumpster. Okay, guys, Vinny cannot find his safety cones. So now we got two issues today. We got to get him his safety cones back on board. And do you have your caution tape?
Yeah.
Okay, well, don't worry about it. You got your bag there, so they should see that bag. And it's early. All right, guys, we're going to take this to the dumpster. Now we got to polish those risers, guys, make them clean. So now we'll have to fire up the generator if there's no plug outside here. Okay, on those risers where the flat spots are, where we're going to weld, he's going to get a grinder and he's going to polish those things up nice. Get all the rust off all the way on the sides and around. We might have to start at the generator for that if we can't find a 110 outlet outside. Now, Vinny, I'm going to go look for a 110 outlet. Okay, guys, we'll turn this on. And then get this off. We turn this valve on over here, like that. We turn this guy on. This guy on. It's got a battery. We keep this on a charger. This is on a trickler charge that I bought from Amazon 4 or 5 years ago. This is always on a trickler. I got this right here. Put this on trickle charge. So this battery should be good. I'm gonna fire up. Then we put the choke on right here. Choke it for a second. Hit start, guys. Okay, I'm gonna put it on. Take the choke off. Do what?
Should we put it outside right here? Then you get, where's the blow? Where's the heat come out?
On the exhaust? I don't know. Let's take you're right though. Let's get some air between there. Here, grab that tank. And you're right. Let's put some air. Let's put this where we get air. That's a good idea, Vinny. Finally, fucking good idea. There we go. Just a little bit anyway, where we can walk around it. Okay, that should work. So let's get this started up here, guys. Okay, what he's gonna do is he's gonna polish that metal up here. Let me take you up here. He's gonna polish this much of it right there in the edge. We don't need all that. It's a waste of time. I'm not going to sit here and watch them all day, but just kind of give you an idea. Yeah, see, that's all we really need. Okay, go ahead. I just wanted to see the plates on the other side. See the plates come all rusty. We have to polish those plates up. All right, you want me to get one in?
Yeah.
Give me.
No, with one hand. Yeah, right.
Let me shut this. Let's just edgewise, stand it up edgewise, and we'll clean the plates. We're doing good on time, guys. We're supposed to be here at 8. Shit, 7. I don't know what it is. 7:40 or something. All right, so I'm gonna fire it up, Vinny. Just lay it on the building right there, or lay it flat. Just lay it on flat if you want. I don't care. Put it on that nail pad if you want. Yeah, like that. Put the nail pad behind it. No, don't lean it. Put the pad behind it.
Good idea.
Okay, so now I'm gonna fire you back up here. Why not? On. Ready? Okay. Alright guys, I'm not going to bore you. He's going to get those clean. This is what I usually use right here. It fills the gaps up. If it's nice and tight, then I might use 3/32, but usually if there's some gap, I use 1/8. I'm gonna cut it. All right, guys, we're gonna put that step up there. Okay, guys, it's 7:36. We're doing good. Then we got a water heater here. Yeah, go ahead. Now, when we do these guys, we kind of just eyeball them, and I go up and down the steps to see how they feel and kind of get them equal with the other ones. Measuring don't really work with this kind of stuff. You kind of got to eyeball it. You got to make sure it's feeling good, that when you're stepping down, that you got the same amount of step, because some of these are shorter and longer. You can't get these no more, but these are the ones that you can get. Okay, we're gonna line them up left to right, and then I'll tell you how far out to go. I'll go up there and walk down them. We just kind of get them left to right. That way, when we do find the spot, you don't have to move them too much. Okay. Okay, guys, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna walk on it. First of all, we try to get it lined up, eyeball like that and like that. Now, we look at the space that's between here, and we try to do the same, but it's all the way it really feels. So I'm gonna come up, and I'm gonna look here. Okay, you're a little crooked, Vinny. That side's got to come out just a little bit, maybe 3/16. That way, leave that one there. Leave your left side there. Yes.
Maybe.
More.
Really?
Just a hair. Maybe not.
Come to look at it.
Okay. No, because look at the gap you have here and the gap that you have here. You actually need to come out just a hair. Just a hair.
On that side?
Let me see. Hold on. I don't know, man. It looks pretty good. Hold the camera for me. That feels better.
Yeah.
Feel good? Now coming down is where you really gotta feel it. See.
You get your full step in.
Yeah, you got your full step. Of course, my feet are small, but you go try it with your foot.
That feels good.
Yeah, it feels good, huh? Yeah, I just gotta make sure it's straight. Look how the cast is sticking out more on this side than this side. And you can't take measurements, guys. You can't measure from here to here because these stones aren't cast. They're not straight. So you kind of gotta look about here. I'm gonna say either
Just swing it to the side.
just a little bit right here. Watch. Like that.
Does it need to be shifted all the way this way?
It's lined up with this side. I'd rather it be straight. I mean, if you want to tap it over a little bit.
Yeah, watch out. Hold this.
Okay, try not to move it
This way.
in or out. But just get it over. It's just a hair, like maybe an eighth. Okay, now I can play with it again. Take the camera. It's looking good right there. Yeah, looking real good compared to the others too. I think that's our spot.
All right, let's go.
Let's set up the welder.
All right, Dad, go set up that welder. Get that shit ready.
Oh,
He was debating. He was debating on ass kicking me.
yeah. Get your
Oh, this here, I got it.
extension and all that. I'm gonna move this over where you can get to it a little better. Okay, guys, this is an inverter over here. It's not like the old days. I used to have an old Lincoln DC and AC. Loved it, but then they come out with this technology that's a lot smaller. It's basically, I guess, just an inverter, and man, it has a lot of power. I think, what is it, 225 amp?
200.
Oh, 200 amp. Okay, I thought ours was two.
Right. The other one that we have, the other one's like 180.
Yeah,
This is 225.
yeah, and you don't even need any of that for what we do. We just like it because if we got to take it up on the staircase, it comes with a little strap that you can put on your shoulder and put it on your back. But we'll find a nice spot up there for it and run our extension to it. Why don't we do this later with the extension cord? I want to get it welded before they get here. Just fuck with all that later. Thank you. Get your extension plugged in, and we'll go from there. Okay, guys, I'm gonna help them get this ready here so we can get this welded before the guys get here. The moving company. I was bitching at Vinny because he cleaned the whole both sides, and I'm glad he did. That way I have my sides to pick at, you know, where I want to weld. I have my choice. See, on those you don't have choices on the old ones, but now they're putting these plates more in the middle of the standard stringer size. So, look, some of these are getting bad, and nobody does. If you look at some of the welds here, guys, you'll see everybody's sort of like a backyard welder, you know, same as me. I mean, there's nothing much going on there. Look at those welds. It's more just, what are you doing? Get that shit set up. You can see that some of the welds are very little. Like this guy beat it all right. I'm not all that good. As long as I can just tack weld it, spot weld it, and get a nice little bead or a little pearl on there in a couple spots and strong, we're good to go. Okay guys, he's got his ground all cleaned up there. He cleaned the spot and then he put his ground on there. When you put these grounds on, guys, you have a sharp edge on both sides of that. I wish I would have showed it to you, but you clamp on and then you go left, right, left, right. You want to cut your clamp into the metal and really get a good contact on your ground. And these do reverse poultry too, polarity, reverse polarity. If you need like deeper penetration, you need a hotter rod, you can reverse the positive and the negative. Okay guys, just a little disclaimer. I am no welder, but I've been tacking steps for 33 years and never had one break loose. I'm sloppy, but I'm an overkill. In fact, I even had to take off one of my steps about 4 or 5 years ago because they were going down with a refrigerator and they broke it. And man, it was a bitch for me to remove. And I told Vinny, I said, I'm not going to do that no more. I'm not going to put that much, but I went and did it again, guys, like always. But like I said, I'm no welder, but guess what? That son of a bitch is not coming loose. Okay guys, the mover should be here soon, so we're going to start putting things away. The reason why I like the 1/8 rod is because there's gaps up there. And if I use the 3/32, it takes more rod, more time. Shit gets hot and starts to drip. But if I use the 1/8, it'll really feel good. When I say feel good, it fills in good. Anyway, I'm going to start up my generator. I'm going to shut the valve on that, drain it out, get it ready to be put away, and then when we get home, we'll put a little oil in the cylinder and get that done. Basically, I start it up, turn the valve off, and let it run out. So that's basically what happens. Okay guys, everything's looking good here. It feels good. I'm gonna just walk it. I bet you they're moving out today. And I bet you when they take that refrigerator out, there's one here that looks like it's gonna break. I think it's this one right here. Looks like it might, underneath it has a crack. But with that being said, we'll see what happens. Now I gotta look at a water heater. Apartment B here has a problem with, the reason why I bring all these hoods is because sometimes I have Vinny watch me, and that way we have 2 hoods, that way he can see what I'm doing. But because we have these movers coming, we were just in a hurry to get this shit done. On the next step, he's gonna weld it and I'll have a helmet to watch him, but it just put a little stress on us. Because I don't know where these moving companies are going to want to park. They might want our spot. They might, huh?
There's a street right there and it's all full.
Yeah, it's all full. The street's full. So, hey, sorry. It's all full, so, you know. This thing didn't even use hardly anything from this thing. This thing is still full. I think that generator on a normal pull will run 8 to 10 hours on one tank, or 10 to 12 hours, I forget which. So anyway, and guess what guys, I've got about 23 of them, no shit. I found every one. I haven't paid for one tank. Every job that I go to that there's a vacancy and they leave the tank, it's all rusted, sometimes it's full, or half full, or a quarter full, and I hook it up to my barbecue and I run it the rest of the way, and then I take it to Home Depot and trade it for a full one. Now Home Depot has cut back on their propane. It's the same price, but they give you less. And so what I do is, if the date is still good on it, then I take it and have it filled. If the date's bad on it, then I just take it to Home Depot and I ask the guy to give me one with a good date on it. That way I can refill it for a while. So let's see what we got here. All the movers are here, guys. One in the back and one in the front. Okay, I'm gonna hug the bell.
Watch the tire. There you go.
Always videotape, guys. When you're bringing your equipment past the car, have somebody try to videotape it. That way they can't accuse you of scratching something. Oh, what? Oh, you scratched my car. You know, like that scratch right there. At least now I got video of me bringing it in and out. Okay, guys, we got a water heater in Unit B. It's in the garage, I think. That's not lighting, or we're gonna see if we can get it lit. Vinny's gonna sweep all this up right now. Okay, we lit it for him. We went through and discussed how to light it. We cleaned these terminals right here because these here are powered by the thermocoupler. It's a Bradford white. Anyway, we took these off, cleaned them all, put them back, and then got this all lit up, and we're going to see how she runs. If not, you'll need a new Bradford white thermocoupler kit. Okay guys, Vinny's got everything all cleaned up. He's checking one more time, make sure we don't leave anything, or make sure that everything is cleaned up, looking good. Nothing on the staircase landing? Okay, ready to go. Let's get out of her way. Come on down.
Did you get something on mine?
Yeah, I put it up there.
Okay, so we're done. We're out of here, guys. We're gonna go home and get everything put away. I'll try to get some video. Hey guys, we're here. We're gonna get everything put away. I'll show you how I put away that generator. What we'll do is, this is where it goes, but we'll set it up right here and get it put away. I don't do these steps all the time, and I want to keep that generator running good. If you notice, when I first started it, it didn't have a puff of smoke, because Vinny was right. The last time I started it, I didn't put no oil in the cylinder. So Vinny's looking up the book right now to see how much. Usually what we do is, I have a syringe right here. And this syringe right here is made for it. In fact, I think it came with it. And you just put whatever the recommendation is, and then you take a hose and just shoot it into the cylinder, and then you put the spark plug back. You rotate it before you put the spark plug back, because you don't want any of the oil like flying up onto the spark plug. But you just turn the you get that piston up and down, going a little bit, just to get it, and then you put your shit back in. I'll show you. We're gonna go get it. I forget, I was gonna show you what I was talking about if I ever have the need for electricity. It's right here. You take this bolt out right here, and this opens up, and you put your suicide cord here, and you shut off this breaker, and you feed it. You're feeding it down the same circuit that the jacuzzi works on. We buried it over here. Then we came up over here. That was in 2017. Bring it down along here. We brought it up and into here. So now, under normal circumstances, the panel feeds the jacuzzi, but then we shut the jacuzzi breaker off, or even take the breakers out, and then we backfeed the power into here. But before we do that, we take this meter, we turn the main off, the two mains, you just turn those off, take that off, pull the globe out. That way, if power ever comes on the same day or the next day or whatever, if the breaker's faulty and it's really not in the off position and you're not sure, well, it won't pass through because of this. And then every once in a while you can check to see if your power's on. If you see your neighbor's power on, then you're good to go. If not, you can come over here and test the two prongs. I made like a little cap that goes over it, and once it's on, you go ahead and remove your suicide cord over there and get your breaker all set back up to the jacuzzi, and then put that in, and then turn your main back on. But that generator will run the whole house for me. And I can pick and choose. Like I said, I can shut most of the breakers off on that panel, but this is for the generator right here. And it's not code. It isn't up to this. It isn't up to that. It's just me needing something, and I did it. And it's been tested. It works great. All right, guys. Vinny's reading the book here, and to figure out how much oil we put in it. I'll show you how we do it once we get it done, and then we'll put everything away. Oh, and guys, I have a tent for it. It's called I don't think you can see it because my garage door is open, but there's two things I have up there. I have a tent. That way, if it's raining out there, it has its own little tent made for it. It actually goes on with some adaptation things, and it's made for hurricane winds. If it, but it has special ventilation. It's open in certain spots, but it keeps the water from blowing into there. So I do have a tent for it, And I also have different kinds of pumps. That way, if for some reason all my propane runs out, now we can start draining the tanks on all these cars and use gas. And just to show you, I'm not bullshitting about the propane. I've never paid for one. I think the only one I ever paid was with my first barbecue, and these are all empty right here. We've been doing some barbecuing and some other things, but Vinny's gonna get those all filled up. But if you look back here, I got all these guys all full, so we are gonna go get those full. It makes no sense to have them, but I've got a bunch here all covered up, and I got a bunch over here all the way to the back and to the side, plus the ones that you saw in the front. So anyway, that's about it, guys. We're gonna get everything put away. There's Alicia. Say good morning.
Good morning.
There's Kayla.
Good morning.
Say good morning.
I got some coffee for you.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Milo,
All right, we're gonna get all this put away. It's always this one I've got it memorized. So now let's get our wrench here. Let's just get this guy and this guy, and let's get the spark plug out. It says 0.5 half ounce is what you're supposed to put in there. You're supposed to run the fuel out of it. You're supposed to put a stabilizer in here, but I've never even used the gas, so no stabilizer needed. Don't need nothing in here. It's just completely dry. Now we'll just get this guy here, and we'll break this one loose. And guys, you don't need these spark plugs too tight. You know what I mean? Just bring them up, and that's it. I used to have a rubber in here that would pull the spark plug out, but I don't know what happened to it. So we'll just take it like that. Oh, I do have it. The rubber's in there, guys. And then look how clean that is because I use propane. I mean, that thing is spotless because of propane. So we'll put that there. Now we'll get. I gotta find the oil. The oil the oil I put in here is the oil that I keep extra for that. I need to change that oil because yes, it's clean as a whistle, the oil, but it still breaks down with time. So let me find. Just like I gotta change the oil here. See, I don't let nobody change the oil on my Corvette. Every time they get into it, guys, they drag their feet. They drag their feet across the Corvette and put scratches, and I have to get some polish remover and get it out. So I do my own oil change. Basically, I have my quick jack. It's a hydraulic lift, and I just back it in, and I put my quick jack and takes it up to about right here. And I do my own oil change. In fact, I got to do an oil change. I use synthetic. It's right here. I bought it. It's ready to go. I'll probably do that in a month or two. And I've got an extra oil filter ready to go. So, anyway, let me find this generator. Oil. Where's the 15 mark? Right here, right? Okay.
That's better.
Right there. Guys, let's just put this hose in the cylinder like this. Hold that up. That way I don't get this shit all over the place.
Should we put that stuff in here? See if it does it one thing
Okay.
already. It looks way too
I'll trade spots.
I got it. I'm gonna put my finger here.
Okay, I'm letting go.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, I'm good with that. Okay, so that's done. And then we got this right here. Let me just put that back in like that. Get rid of that shit.
Oh, Dad. What are you doing?
But
Why are you putting your lips on that thing?
why not? It's just oil, man. Get the job done. Don't be a pussy. Okay, guys. Now what we have to do is we have to
Crank it.
Okay, now what we're going to do is we're just going to slowly
Right here.
Turn it. I do it sometimes with the battery. If this gets kind of heavy.
do it.
Just make sure I don't blow it out the cylinder. If I go too much, I don't want to blow it out the cylinder. How many times?
It doesn't say amount. Just crank the engine slowly to distribute the oil, lubricate the cylinder, reattach the spark plug. That's it. So I would assume just maybe like.
I assume it's good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Got that done.
All right, you're good.
Okay. It's just to lubricate it. It's not like I filled the whole thing. It said a ½ ounce, right? Okay, guys. We'll put this back in. Get that into the rubber. And I wanted to wipe that cylinder off on the top. That looks nice. Now we'll get this guy in.
They're looking for you.
Yeah. Okay, now we won't want to cross thread. Feels good. Feels good. Oh, that's good. Feels good. Making sure it feels good. It does. Okay, right there. So now I don't put much pressure on these guys. I'll go about like that. And that's about it. Then we'll get this guy back on. That feels good, right? Yeah, that's good. Alright guys, so much for that. Now I don't like to do it again once the spark plug, because you don't want that shit splashing up onto the spark plug and fouling it. It's good just the way it is. So let's put all this away.
Off position, off position,
Yeah.
off position.
Anyway, over here. Alright guys, that's it for this. So we'll put this away. Put that away. That's good there. Alright guys, that's about it for that. Now what we'll do is we'll just dust it off. Once we dust it off, we'll put the cover on it, put it back in that hole, and it's good until next time. I think this is almost 7-8 years, I think, something like that, about 8 years ago. Alright, let's go ahead, Vinny, and wipe it down and put it away.
Alright, so my dad forgot to get my clear shield and the cones, so looks like I won't be adding that to my vehicle. Ha ha ha. What are you doing, Dad?
Writing on the tank here, half ounce. Alright guys, she's cleaning out the hole for me. We got the cover on. This cord, see this cord? That plugs in to that cord right there, which is on a trickle charger. See the Harley Davidson trickle charger? That used to be for my bikes. I repurposed it for here. And we started a roach colony. See the lights right here? We started this about 6 months ago. And that looks good, Al. You're doing, that's nice.
That was nice?
Yeah, good enough.
Okay.
Right by the garbage disposal a little bit. And by your... Okay, back it on out. And right to the left in front of the garbage disposals where the...
I see it,
Yeah, thank you. Alright, yeah, looking good, baby. More ways than one.
There we go.
Alright, thank you.
Look at this mess.
Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, thank you. So anyway, we started this because roaches are like $24 for 50, and you don't even get 50. You only get when you buy them on Amazon, and some are dead. Anyway, me and Vinny built this colony, and it has 2 heat lamps right there. Those don't hang up there. That just hangs up there when we move this out.
Want to see them real quick, man?
Yeah, let's show them. This thing has grown. We bought 50 females and 100 males, and we bought some producing females. I think all we paid was like $75 for everything, and now we got thousands of babies. And they don't come out. They don't leave that. First of all, they can't climb the house, the plastic. They can't. They come up here, but they can't get up here. These are water crystals right here for them, and their food is right here. So high in calcium. That way, Lizzie gets a good diet. And I didn't want no dragon lizard. Katie did, my daughter. And then all of a sudden, she lost her interest. And guess whose daddy is now? Me. And there's Mama. So that's the stepbrother. No, that's the brother. Yeah. That's Lizzie's brother right there. I'll show you guys Lizzie in a minute. But anyway, let's show them the roaches in there. How many? We got thousands now. Here's one, and they're all tamed. They love us. They don't realize when they leave here that they're
we're God.
Going to the executioner. Yeah. Look at the babies. Those are babies. Get some more out. Let's see.
Oh, they're gonna go to the food now. Watch. That's why I put it.
Okay. And see, here's another baby right there. Here's more babies. Look at all the babies down there. Hundreds.
Can I borrow your light?
Yeah. I don't have it. Anyway, there's one of the adults. You can tell the females from the males. The females, look at all the babies there. The females have a real round back end, and the males have a long, sharp back end. And you can grab them, you can hold them. They don't bite. They're not dirty because they're in here. And we clean this out every 2 or 3 months. We take all this cardboard out, eggshells. We put new eggshells, and we clean the bottoms up. Yeah, let's see the babies.
There's some right here.
Oh,
one right there.
Yeah.
Look at
all down here. Yeah, let's see here. Over here.
Careful with that one.
No babies. There. Oh, look how the babies start right there. There's a couple little ones right there.
There's a couple ones here.
Yeah, a couple right there. Some more here, down in there. So I think every 3 or 4 months we take it all apart and clean the bottom and put them all back in. And man, we got hundreds. And I'll show you Lizzie. Hold on. Get that put. Oh, let's put the. Let's go see Lizzie. Hey, Ollie, if Lizzie's inside, can you get her out, please? Because I can't hold it. Okay. The camera and do this at the same time. Whenever we get boxes, we cut them for the cats to play with. But this shit's all Kayla's right here. All this shit has to be put away. This is all Kayla's over there. She moved back in after breaking up with her boyfriend. Yeah. There's Lizzie.
There she is. Yeah.
So here's Lizzie's enclosure right here. We put these on so the cats don't get up there. Same with that. I mean, it is what it is here. But anyway, she's getting big, man. And she loves her roaches. And we don't only just give her roaches. We give her a cuisine, multi-mineral diet. You mix it up. It's like a powder. You mix it with water. You bring it to a boil and let it go. And then it turns to gel. And then she's got like Jello. And that Jello, you feed it to her. And it's good. You mix enough for a week. And you feed it to her daily with her roaches. And man, she's doing great. Isn't she, girl? Yeah, she's very friendly. When you pick her up, she wants to snuggle in on you. I never thought I'd be loving no lizard. Just like I never wanted a cat. But then Katie, right there, the one in the front, wanted a cat. And then Mom says, well, maybe one more just to keep her company. Then Vinny moves in. Vinny buys a house and doesn't want to live. That's that stuff right there, gelatin. You cook it and you cut it in strips. So then Vinny bought a house and didn't want to live in there because he has no girlfriend and he doesn't want to be alone. So he moves in here and he brings his cat. Then Kayla breaks up with her boyfriend about 4 months ago and comes and brings her cat. But The place never stinks. I know a lot of people, because I go into houses and you can smell the cat urine, right? But this thing here, she's getting ready to clean it right now. It's not rotating now.
Click on the button, the second button.
Okay, I'll let you do that. Anyway, this thing rotates all by itself. It looks like it might be a little low. Anyway, this thing here will rotate and keep it clean, and Alicia gets in there every day. Not every 3 days. She gets in there and cleans that thing over there. This place does not... I mean, me and Vinny go into places and we can smell the cat urine, right?
Yeah,
Here, there's nothing. No, like now, you asshole. There ain't nothing here. And they all love that Cadillac over there, so we're lucky that way.
Want some? No, baby.
Yeah, their toilet.
You want some?
Yeah, there's Vinny's cat right there. That's Vinny's baby. And Milo, I think Milo's over here in my room. Let's see here. Oh, there's Zadie, that's Alicia's cat. And that's Pixie right there. I don't know where Milo is, but
guarding your bed.
Huh?
Guarding your bed.
Yeah, I gotta watch Milo because he'll jump up there and bounce around. But anyway, I don't see him. It's not. Anyway, this is a cluttered home, but I guess we're happy, right? Are we happy?
Yes, sir.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Hurry up, hurry up. Hurry
Oh,
up,
there
hurry
she
up.
is. Eating.
Sack of poop. Look there, right there.
Oh, there's Milo. That
I got
used to be Katie's cat, but then he fell in love with me. He sleeps with me. He follows me everywhere. He's mad at me right now because he wants to be outside with me while I'm working, which I normally take him outside, and he runs around the front yard. But because we're playing with that generator, I don't want to have to keep an eye on him too much. So he's pouting right now. So anyway, I'm not an animal person, guys. Yeah, you can put a couple in there already. She'll hunt them down.
There's two, one in each truck. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna feed them.
how
Get
this
some
happened, it was just with these kids.
You're
They
an
come-
animal person.
No.
You're so good with them.
Anyway, I'm not. Guys, that's how we set it up. Those are the feeders on a heating pad. Those are in there doing their thing. Everything's in the back. It's plugged into the trickle charger. Now we're just going to put all this in my storage. Hey guys, just to kind of show you what I have. I have this Lincoln. It's a .30 cable wire fed. 110. It works pretty good with .30. Over here, I have, of course you know what that is, my stick welder. Over here, I have another wire fed 220. This is .035. This is the .3. This one's .030 for the Lincoln. And the tips for it. And then this is, like I said, a 220 wire fed. It can do 110, but it's useless. You know what I mean? So if we need to do any kind of wire fed, this really works good. It's set up for .035 for like staircases or something, you know. And that's about it, you know, and that guy right there. So now we're just going to put everything in wherever way we can get it to fit. One day I should put some shit across here in order to put some of this stuff. I use that for changing the oil on the Corvette. Chop saw buried. Everything's fucking buried. Okay guys, this is how it all goes. It just stacks up like that, the water heater hand truck on top. I always put tape on each end of that hose, that propane hose. That way spiders and shit don't crawl in there and then end up in my fuel filter or whatever, you know. And then Vinny's over here. Alicia's getting the bag for that. Everything's put away. And that's about it, guys. So that's an extra blade for the old Milwaukee. I've had this 27, 28 years. Well, I've probably gone through 4 or 5 blades. That's about it.
Like chop saw.
Yeah, chop saw on the back. Shit, we don't.
Towel saw.
Yeah, towel saw. I've had that for 18, 19 years and it's still running good. Because I only do little shit.
What's in that red box?
Repairs only. That's another Sawzall, a brand new one. You got my old one on your truck, the 110, the 120.
Yeah, the router.
Yeah, that's for the doors only. We
Oh.
never touch that. That's only for doors.
Yeah.
You know, you did it in that video.
No, I understand.
But that is a brand new Sawzall, never been used.
What are you saying?
Look how long it is.
Try it.
Oh
She
my.
said-
Come on.
Just
Come on.
together, that's the thing.
Let's tie this one up there. Come on, bring this. Fuck it, we're tying it here.
There you go. Good.
That's
Good.
fine, yeah.
Just to keep it together, man. There you go. There you go. Stay in here. There you go. Don't have to look as hard.
Oh, look. Don't let it fall at the bottom. It'll work for today.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's all right. No, it's good for today. When you find another one, just give it to me.
Yeah, of course.
That works for today. I appreciate it.
Okay. Oh, it's coming up. Let me put something in that. Come here.
Yeah, just put a bag under
Okay.
it.
Bring it over.
No, don't worry about it, Al. Don't let it pop out. Let's just put it here. Set it right there, Vinny, and we'll get another one later. For now, it's doing its job. Vinny, put it right there, and then we'll get another one later. It's doing its job. Perfect. All right, we're good to go, guys. I've been saving metal, guys. Number one, I save it for my scrap metal guy. But I've been getting all this heavy shit, letting Vinny practice. As you can see, he's been practicing on the heavy stuff. I got that plate for him that he can practice on. I got some light shit that he can practice on, but he's been practicing. As he practices, he'll cut it with the chop saw and then maybe throw it away, but he's practicing. It's not bad at all, you know, for never using a stick welder. He's good with the wire fed. You know, it's easy. Wire fed, you just start it and just go real slow. You don't have to do anything. No push puddle, no circles. You can just go real slow, a straight line, and it turns out beautiful. Especially that 220. This Lincoln, for a 110, it used to have .035 on there, and it would, you know, at its hottest would be a little bit rough. Oh, that's my, that's for my,
You put it.
yeah, that's for my case.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
For the bag, remember we lost the bag for my Corvette cover,
Okay,
and
there you
then
go.
you gave me a trash bag to use.
No, that's a plastic thing, but yeah, I can put it
Yeah,
in here.
put it right there. I'm gonna get it out tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good.
Anyway, with that being said, when I changed it to .030, real thin cable for like little stuff, like on staircase, those little square tubes and shit, that thing burns great. You just can't really have it on a extension cord. It kind of drops. But if you put it on like Vinny's 120 generator that he has in his van, that generator he has in his van is 120 only. It's to get us out of pickles, like when we're somewhere and there's no electricity or something. That 120 generator will get us out of a problem. But it runs good. That runs good with his generator. So wire fed stick. I used to have a big old Lincoln DC AC. But this one's also, you can swap it around and do the polarity, and you'll get a little hotter stick. But anyway, that's about it, guys. And guys, I know my house is cluttered, and I know I got shit everywhere, but I'm happy. I mean, I look at like John Phillips. He talks about how his house is full of this and full of that, but I mean, he's happy. Everything that makes him happy is in that house. Yes, it may be cluttered with all kinds of good tools. I mean, treasures, basically. He's got treasures there. That's why when he talks about selling the house, I'm like, where in the fuck are you going to go? I mean, you got your palace there. You got everything that makes you happy there. Whether it's expensive equipment or just extra shit that, you know, you really don't need, but it's still, in the bottom line of it all, it makes him happy. And everything we got is cluttered, you know, and the house is cluttered.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, I guess they're going to go pick everything's cluttered. But like I said, I'm happy. So I guess that's all that matters. This is a Christmas tree. It's a dwarf. And we put it in the house during Christmas, in her kitchen. We found a place for it, and we put some battery-operated lights. And it's like, over on the avocados here, this is producing oranges. We don't eat those. They're good to eat. They're sweet. but we juice them. We make, in fact, that's the tail end of it. That is a, what's the name of this orange one? It's red flesh. Cara. That's really sweet. And this avocado's a dwarf. And this son bitch doesn't stop. Look at it.
All right here.
Yeah.
All right here over our heads.
Yeah.
Look at here.
Yeah.
And then even in this tree's a splinter.
Yeah, now we're going to take this tree out. This tree's a splinter, but this tree we put in and it never produced. Never did. This one put in at the same time, Cara, and it really did good. This one never produced. I'm going to see if these produce this year. But over here, anyway, this is an apricot right here. This one puts out a lot of apricot, and we make jelly with it. This I'm going to cut out. So I'm taking this one out, and this one here only puts out a few. I might take that one out, and these two right there, and make room for something else. Alicia wants something else, so whatever she wants. Yeah. And then this is my fucking junk pile over here. Huh? This is my junk pile over here. Just whatever. Find shit. Keep it, throw it away, whatever. I keep extra tank lids in case somebody has a broken one. I can offer it to them. Anyway, that's about it, guys. I think that's going to do it on this video. I'm just trying to find some shit to put out there. But, yeah, I think about John and how he has his 2 beautiful dogs, which is basically his family. He's got all his treasures. I look at all that shit that he's got, and it's treasures. I mean, he may never use it, but guess what? If he gets the itch to hire somebody and he wants to go use a jetter, he's got jetters. He's got all kinds of shit to expand if he ever, decides he wants to. Maybe just get a helper and, he'll have fun, especially if he doesn't have to break his ass. But anyway, when I see all my clutter and shit, I think of him because he's always telling that he wants to get out of there. And I'm like, man, he's got a castle. And I'll admit it. I hear Mikey Pipes, talk about his place. It's a mansion or whatever. It's beautiful. It is. Can't take that away from him. But he doesn't really be able to live in that thing. I mean, John's actually living in that house, and he's got everything he needs to be happy there. So with that being said, that's kind of what I was thinking when I was looking at all my stuff that's kind of cluttered too. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go. Hope you have a good weekend. And I'll have to admit, before I go, I watched a few of his videos, Mikey's, and he talks about, that he has to rent out his house. I don't understand that. He's not renting out his house. He's renting out his rental, his unit, his rental space. It's not in his house. It's separate, and it's an income property. And then he talks about, trashy pool, or I don't know, trashy this, and I just don't get it. I mean, I'd be really happy at John's place if I wanted to be in Florida. Anyway, Florida is a great state, by the way. It's not that I don't want to be there. It's just, how do you build a business? Right now I've built my business with all these management companies, and by the way, this is a dwarf tree. And if I was to pick up and leave, I wouldn't be able to duplicate what I've got. You know what I mean? Because in California, there's a lot of income properties and quite a few management companies. And once you get in there and you do the right advertising, man, there's just no way to replace that income. And then especially now with Vinny wanting to take it over, everybody's getting to know him, and everybody loves him. And that's it. Now, I'm not trying to be all up in John's business. That's his shit. What if he's not happy? He's not happy. But I think it's great. All right, guys. Talk to you later.